What's good with y'all BT sneakerheads? Today's video, we'll be talking about the situation I ran into today. I don't know if you're keeping with my TikTok or stuff like that, my Instagram. I might have it down here, my Instagram and my TikTok, but yeah, let's get straight into it. So today I was reselling like 7 pairs of shoes. I believe it was UNC 6s, 8.5, 4 pairs of patents where the sizes were 8.5, 7.5, 2 7Ys, so 4, 5, and then we had Red Thunder 4s, size 10, and then I think the 7 pair was Cardinal 3s, size 8.5. So I was selling them those 7 pairs of shoes for $2,050, and I think profit wise I was gonna make around, I believe 700, maybe 5 to 700 range around there profit wise. So that's good money, like good money for profit. So like I didn't really pay no mind because I just woke up and stuff like that. So first he texted me saying he wants the Red Thunders, which was last night, talking about, oh, meet him here at Top Golf and stuff like that. So, but I was eating at the time, so I didn't see his message until an hour later. So I told him, my bad, hey, I was eating, I didn't see your message till right now. I can't meet you today, we can meet tomorrow. He was like, all right, cool. So he hit me up today talking about still down to meet. I was like, where at? I was like, same location? He was like, yeah, at Top Golf. Top Golf is like a golfing place and shit like that. So this is around the Houston area. Like I live in Baytown, and Top Golf that he wanted to meet at was in Katy. So that's like a 50-minute drive for me. So yeah, he was telling me how he wanted the Red Thunders first, and then he started going on and on until he reached to like the 7th shoe, and he was like, all right, I want all of those 7, and how much you think you could do for me? So I gave him an offer. I was like, I do all of those for $2,050, which is a good deal. It's alright deal, but on my end I'm making more money and stuff like that. So I was looking at it like a good buying opportunity and money profiting. But I didn't pay no mind that, like, hey, there's a red flag. He's buying too many shoes. He only asked for 1. You know, I just woke up 2 at the same time, so I wasn't really thinking straight. And now I gotta look more wiser. This is a learning experience for myself. So there's gonna be a heads up pointer for like, hey, if this sounds too good to be true, it's too good to be true, you know. But like I done deals like this before, and like they follow through, but just this one, like, I don't know. I go more in depth. So yeah, like I took a 50-minute drive. I did a TikTok before I went and stuff like that. So 50 minutes driving, I get there. He's like, all right, what car you in? Yada yada yada. I told him I'm in such and such, and he was like, okay. So it took him 5 minutes to get here, and then I was waiting for 5 minutes, and then I recorded on my TikTok showing like the last looks of the shoes and sizes and stuff like that, and I was gonna show you like how much I got and then profit wise. So he got there, and he was like, hey, I only got 50 cash. No, he said he only got 40 cash. Will you do 2,040 instead of 2,050? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And he was like, all right, well, I don't have Cash App Cash App or Apple Pay. And I told him, he said he only has Zelle. And I told him, oh, I don't have Zelle. I used to have Zelle, but I could download it back. He was like, yeah, that's straight. So I was like, okay. I didn't pay no mind, so I downloaded the Zelle where they're talking about how he resells, and he resells dogs too. He's looking to resell dogs, so I thought he was cool, like, you know. So we're talking and stuff like that, talking about how he resells shoes and how he sells it, and his size is 8.5 and stuff like that. So we going on and stuff like that, and then I finally downloaded the Zelle. So we're just chatting up until I downloaded the Zelle. I downloaded the Zelle, and then he was like, I was like, how do you work this and this and that? But this was my first time using Zelle. I don't know how to use it. My bank accepted Zelle like a month ago, So he was like, oh, it's usually inside your bank. Like, you don't have to have the Zelle app. So I was just like, oh, okay. Like, I downloaded this app for nothing then. He was like, yeah, basically. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I went to my bank app and everything. And I went to it. It says Zelle, the little Zelle icon. And I was like, oh, my phone's dying. But yeah, he told me that. Oh, no, I was telling him that, oh, I could request the money. He was like, no, just put it on my phone. So I was like, I didn't pay no mind. So I was like, okay. So I put my email, I think my name and phone number. So I seen it went through, like he showed me and everything, it went through. But find out later, sooner or later, like it didn't hit my bank account. But he was already loading up the shoes in the car. So I was just like, all right, like Cash App and Apple Pay, they take a little longer than like usual. So I'm thinking the Zelle that it does the same. And this and that. And then yeah, he was loading up the shoes. No, first he was checking out the shoes. No, scratch all of that. He checked out the shoes before he sent me the transaction and seen they had receipt and everything. All of them have receipt except for like 2 pairs of shoes, and they're all email receipt. The 2 shoes had email receipts. So yeah, like I showed him and he put them down. He was like, all right, they're straight. So he gave me the 50 cash, and then we did the Zelle transaction. And I was like, all right, it can take a little longer, but he was already loading up the shoes. He was like, yeah, just send me the email and stuff like that. I was like, all right. So I was looking for the email, and he was loading up the shoes. Like, I wasn't paying no mind. Like, I was looking for the email. And he was like, hey, don't even worry about it. By the time I know it, he had all the shoes in the car. I was looking at my Zelle, my bank, and I still didn't see the money. By the time I know it, he was already in the car. And he drove off. I was like, fuck. Like, he really just drove off? Like I had a gut feeling something was off. Like, I felt my heart drop. So all of a sudden, like, you know, it's a bad feeling. Like, you know that feeling. Like, oh, this is a bad. Like, you know, this ain't going well. So I'm looking, and nothing's there. So I text him. I be like, hey, how long does it usually take for the transaction to go through? It's like, oh, like a couple minutes or seconds. I'm like, hey, like, and then I still had a bad feeling. I was like, hey, just call me. Like, okay. I haven't got a call since like 4 hours later. But I'm still there. And I'm like, fuck, this don't feel right. And I text my Discord, my Houston group. And I was like, man, I think I just got scammed for $2,000. They're like, what? This and that. And they're like, how? And I was like, my bad. Freaking, I had too much storage on my phone, so I deleted some stuff. But I was saying, like, what was I saying? Freaking, oh yeah, I was telling my group, like, hey, like, they were saying, like, hey, like, how do you get Zelle fraud and all of that? And I told them how, like, I seen a transaction go through and stuff like that. And then, yeah, I seen the transaction go through. And they were telling me how, like, he could schedule a deposit or, like, you know, like a transaction, but he could also cancel it right then and there. So that's what they were thinking that he was doing. So I was like, damn, like, I really lost $2,000. So, like, yeah, they're like, hey, like, you should have got the money right then and there. Don't leave until you got the money right then and there. But, like, it's Zelle, like, I'm new to it, so it's not really, you can't really say that to me when I don't really know about the app, which I do now. But it's too late. Like, it's already said and done. So they're telling me this and that, and they're like, just take this as a learning experience. And I'm like, yeah, like, gotta take my L and move on, basically. But yeah, like I was saying, like, he sent an hour. I mean, 4 hours later, he sent a text. He was like, hey, I was busy, but he sent me a screenshot, and it was saying it was scheduled to be. It was supposed to be delivered tomorrow. And they're like, yeah, like, he sent you that. That's looking like a scam. Like the whole, like, he scheduled it and he could cancel method. That's what he did. But yeah, throughout the whole video, I'm gonna leave him or here, a picture of him, or right here, whatever looks better. But if y'all done a transaction, I mean, if y'all doing a transaction with him or any like business with him, don't do it. I think his name goes by Michael Sims. Michael Sims. Yeah, I think that's his real name, Michael Sims. He makes like 20 different accounts. Or I know he scammed like multiple people in this whole Houston area. They say he's been doing it for years. So like, yeah, if y'all see him, they're doing the transactions, and whatever y'all want to do with them right then and there, then that's on y'all. I'm not saying go out there and beat him up or stuff like that. But yeah, his name is Michael Sims. If I see him, they'll do no transactions. And I know there's another one where I know he does Zelle fraud, but I heard there was a rumor. I mean, one of my people in my crew group said that it was a girl actually that they did a meetup with him, and all right, it's not funny, but he did a meetup with her, and he basically like knocked her out and put her in ER. Now that's some like fucked up shit, like no bullshit. Like you can't be doing that to a female, like, you know. Like, I know you trying to scam, but you really beat up on a girl and put her in the ER just to scam her and get some shoes and some money out of her, maybe. I don't know what he got out of her, but still, goddamn, can't be doing that. Michael Sims, come on, Mr. Michael Sims. I thought you were a cool dude. Like, we're talking about how like you breeded French bulldogs and you were there last night with your family. You're probably there scamming people, most likely. So like, yeah, enough of that. Like, I had my rant. I can't really cry about it. Like, I can cry off all I want, but it's not gonna get me nowhere. So, but yeah, I gotta hit this gym. Gotta keep my head on straight, you know. Can't let this beat me down. But yeah, I lost $2,000. $2,000 down the drain. 7 pairs of shoes gone. Only got $50 out of it, but that's just gas money at this point. Because gas is like $4 down here. No, other areas probably like 5, 6, 7, maybe. But yeah, y'all stay away from this Michael Sims in the Houston area. Hopefully, one of y'all catch him, or somebody catches him, like reports it to the police or something, or do something. You can't let this guy run on the loose for, let's say, years. So yeah, like, hey, your boy got scammed for 2,000, bruh. She's crazy. But yeah, just keep your head on straight. Like, I'm gonna keep my head on straight, so I'm good over here. So yeah, this is I'm gonna wrap it up right here because this is all I got so far. Like, the only thing I can hope for is the money to be there tomorrow, but most likely it's not gonna be there tomorrow. So yeah, I lost 7 pairs of shoes. They're all heat too. Like, they're all heaters. Like, no fucking mids or lows. You know, like, they're heat. Like Jordan 1s, you had Jordan 4s. Yeah, you had Jordan 6s, Jordan 3s. Those are all heat, bro. So like, yeah, I'm gonna have to take my L, move on. But yeah, I just want to give you a little brief rundown on what happened today. I know on my TikTok you already seen it, but hopefully this message goes to all the Houston area and stuff like that. So yeah, looking for this Michael Sims guy. I know everybody be like, hey, he's not that big of a guy and stuff like that. I know I'm 5'3", and he was like a little taller than me, but like still like he looks smaller than me. Like, he has a skinnier frame because I be going to the gym and stuff. So like I have a bigger frame than him. So don't always underestimate your opponent, you know? Just because like I felt bigger than him doesn't mean I can whip his ass. Even though I probably can. Yeah, I probably can, but like still, come on now. Wait, he's gonna pull up. If he would have pulled out the gun on me, I would have been like, all right, take the shoes, bro. I don't even want the shoes no more. You got the gun to my head, like, it's not my life. Like, I don't want my life taken up for a goddamn pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying? So like, stuff like that. Yeah, you gotta look at it. But luckily, they go down to the point which is a Zelle fraud. Unlike the other situation where he did with the female, where he knocked her out and put her in the ER. And that's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. I think I got his Instagram. Yeah, I do have his Instagram. So I'm probably gonna link it down in the description. I'm gonna link that down in the description. I'll probably have it on the video too. But I'm gonna have a picture of him as well, like throughout the whole video. But yeah, his name is Michael Sims. Stay away from him. And yeah, I'm gonna edit this and everything. But yeah, stay away from this dude, man.